You ain't gonna do nothing but get yourself in trouble, bro.
I have a restraining order on you.
Call the police.
That's why she recording you.
Hey! Get the off her! Hey! Leave her alone! Oh my God!
That was the horrific moment Shakeia Allen was ambushed and brutally murdered in broad daylight by her ex-boyfriend, Amir Johnson. This tragic event occurred after she ended their relationship due to his toxic and abusive behavior towards her. However, Amir refused to accept the end of their relationship. Instead, he became determined to take her life, rather than allowing her to move on. Amir stalked Shakeia and ultimately executed her in the street, a horrific act that was recorded by her neighbors on Livestream. Shakeia Allen, affectionately known as Shia, was a vibrant 27-year-old woman from Maryland, known for her enthusiasm for life.
She was a good girl, very fun, always smiling, always had jokes. She would send me stuff on TikTok about when people talk about they don't have their fathers in their life. And she'd be like, well, I can't speak for none of y'all, 'cause my father always been in my life.
As a devoted mother, Shakeia Allen's world revolved around her young daughter, Storm, who was the absolute center of her universe. For Shakeia, motherhood wasn't just a role, it was her greatest joy and purpose. She and Storm were inseparable, sharing moments of laughter, adventure, and love that defined her life. Beyond her role as a mother, Shakeia was a social media enthusiast, often using platforms like TikTok to express herself and connect with her many followers from around the world. Her followers adored her for her candid personality and unique perspective. She was never afraid to speak her mind, whether she was analyzing the latest trends, giving her take on popular culture, or simply sharing snippets of her daily life.
I don't care what nobody say. Nicki Minaj is doing crack. I don't care. It has been proven. Something is wrong with that lady. Like mentally, something is wrong with that lady. And y'all keep supporting her. Be honest with her. I'm an Aries. Of course, I don't know why I have an attitude. I'm an Aries. Of course you think I'm funny when I'm dead ass serious. I'm an Aries. Of course standing on business is easy, baby. I got a short attention span.
Her honesty and humor shone through in every post, painting a picture of someone unapologetically herself. She also had a deep love for adventure, whether it was exploring new places, trying thrilling activities, or simply soaking in life's simple pleasures. She lived fully and fearlessly. Her friends often described her as the kind of person who could turn an ordinary day into an extraordinary memory. She believed in making every moment count, often reminding those around her to live your life and open your eyes. At the time of her passing, she worked at an Amazon warehouse in Baltimore, where she was known for her hard-working and cheerful demeanor. Her colleagues admired her ability to stay positive even in challenging circumstances, and her strong work ethic left a lasting impression. However, what made her truly special wasn't just her outward charisma, it was her resilience. She possessed undeniable strength, which shone through even during difficult times. This inner strength led her to make a courageous decision to protect herself and her child by leaving an unhealthy relationship. At first glance, Shakeia Allen and Amir Johnson seemed like the perfect couple. They met while working at the Amazon warehouse in Baltimore, where their relationship blossomed. Together, they shared moments of laughter, attended family events, and traveled, creating memories that cemented their bond.
Damn, little lady. You sure can't put it away.
Amir appeared to be a doting partner, playing with Shaia's daughter and blending seamlessly into her life. To outsiders, their relationship seemed stable and happy. However, behind closed doors, a much darker reality began to emerge. Amir Johnson wasn't the man he appeared to be. While their relationship may have started with love and shared dreams, it soon turned into a nightmare for Shakeia. Amir became increasingly controlling, possessive, and abusive. The abuse wasn't limited to emotional harm, it escalated to physical violence. Neighbors often heard heated arguments and loud confrontations from their home. Police were frequently called to their residence to intervene, painting a grim picture of a relationship spiraling into chaos. Shakeia found herself trapped in a toxic environment, enduring Amir's violent outbursts that left her physically and emotionally drained. Court records revealed multiple domestic disturbances between Shah and Amir, with authorities often called to their home. One of the most alarming incidents occurred in February 2024, when Amir physically assaulted Shah as she attempted to move out of their shared home. He was arrested the next day, and a gun was confiscated from his waistband. Following this traumatic incident, Shah made the courageous decision to leave Amir, determined to protect herself and her daughter.
Amir. My sister got to a point in life where she really just wanted to focus on herself and her daughter, and just growing.
It wasn't easy, as anyone who has escaped an abusive relationship knows, leaving is often the most dangerous time. But Shah took that step, prioritizing her safety and that of her daughter above all else. She began by filing a restraining order against Amir in an effort to create distance and enforce boundaries. However, Amir refused to let go. He couldn't accept that Shah no longer wanted to be with him. In his mind, she wasn't just leaving a relationship, she was rejecting him entirely, and his fragile ego couldn't bear it. In the weeks leading up to her murder, Shah had been attending court to address Amir's violence. A hearing for a protective order involving both of them was scheduled but ultimately dismissed when neither party appeared in court. Shah's absence was likely due to fear or exhaustion from the constant legal battles she had been fighting. Whatever the reason, the dismissal meant that Amir faced no immediate consequences for his actions, giving him the opportunity to strike again. Shakeia Allen was trying to move on with her life after ending her relationship with Amir. She had made the brave decision to leave the abusive relationship and was focused on building a safer, happier future for herself and her young daughter. But Amir Johnson, her now ex-boyfriend, couldn't handle the rejection. He began stalking her, doing everything possible to reinsert himself into her life. Despite the restraining order and Shah's repeated attempts to distance herself, Amir's obsession only grew stronger. Sadly, on April 21, 2024, his obsession turned deadly. That afternoon, Shah was at an apartment complex in Nottingham, Maryland. She likely believed she was safe, surrounded by her neighbors in the everyday normalcy of a Sunday afternoon. But Amir had been watching her, tracking her every movement, and waiting for the perfect moment to confront her. He found that opportunity in the apartment parking lot. Armed with a gun and consumed by uncontrollable rage, Amir ambushed her. As Shah begged him to leave her alone, she even reminded him of the restraining order, saying, "Get away from me. You're just going to get yourself in trouble, bro. I have a restraining order." But Amir wasn't listening. His mind was clouded with anger and a desperate need for revenge. He couldn't accept that Shah had moved on, and he certainly couldn't bear the idea of her living a life without him.
When you take a gun to talk to someone, it's never a good idea. And it's too late with that, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't this, I didn't that." What did you have it for just to talk?
Some neighbors recorded the disturbing incident, likely hoping that the presence of their cameras would deter Amir or at least hold him accountable later. Their voices can be heard in the recordings, urging him to stop and warning him not to hurt Shah. But Amir ignored them all. In those moments, it became clear that he wasn't there to talk or resolve anything, he was there to end it all. Then, the unthinkable happened. Amir raised his gun and fired 5 shots. "Hey, get off her. Leave her alone." The neighbors' desperate cries filled the air, but it was too late.
That's why she recorded.
Hey! Get the fuck off her! Hey! Leave her alone!
Shakeia collapsed to the ground, her life slipping away as witnesses screamed in horror. Amir, however, didn't panic. Witnesses